What is going on, people? It's your boy Damien back with y'all. Yes, the scenery is a little different, and I thought I would show off this little bad boy right here. You're probably wondering, Damien, that's an old product. Yes, it is, but I'm going to show you something really cool if you have not done it yet to it. This is going to be an unboxing, a flashing, and a custom firmware put on it to play retro video games. So without wasting any time, let's get right into it and let's open the box. So, cut the thing, gonna open it up like a book. Gamestick. Hey, yes, this wonderful product that I bought about almost a year ago, and it's been sitting. This is one of them. I bought 3 of them. I bought an extra controller. Bought them at GameStop when they went on sale as a blowout for 16 bucks. So let's see what's inside. You got an envelope here. This carries all the thank you for purchasing type stuff and warranty and this and that and everything. We don't need that. Controller right off the bat. It's stuck, like she said. And the unit is right there. So this is basically the meat and potatoes of the Gamestick itself. And let's get into that, and we'll throw away the rest. Here is the unit itself. Consists of the controller, but where is the actual Gamestick? It is right there. The way you get it out is there's this thing on the back. You have to push it up, and a lot of people have trouble getting it out. But let's see if I fall victim to it and get it out. And I didn't. Here's the actual unit. There is the power source, and if you look really carefully, I can't show you, but there's a button right here. There it is. There's a button, and that button we're going to end up using HDMI, no fan, micro SD card slot, and we'll show you the rest of the product. Alrighty, here is the power adapter, charge wire for your controller with do not eat, HDMI extender to your TV, which is kind of cool. I use it. And the power wire that runs from the unit to the wall plug and has an extra port, which we're going to be showing off that too. Well, let's get it all open. Let's get started to flashing this bad boy and show you what I am going to do to it. Alrighty, here we go. So the current items we will need is the Gamestick itself, the USB mouse, or a USB mouse. I'm going to use a wired one. The HDMI extender, because my TV, I can't get to the back of the TV, so we're going to go with this to access this. And one SD card. That is a 16 gig, I think. Yeah, 16 gig. And this will have all my ROMs on it. And then this SD card has the custom firmware that I'm going to flash ROM to the Gamestick itself. So let's get to that step. So as you can see, I have the Gamestick extender hooked up to my TV, and I'm going to be connecting to Gamestick right here. This is a really important note. Once you get the custom firmware on your micro SD card, you're going to stick the SD card in here. You're going to turn the unit off. Do not have it on at all. Don't plug it in, because once you plug this bad boy in, it's going to turn on. Once you plug it in and you have your micro SD card in with the firmware on it, you're going to hold down this little tactile button there. You got to press it down, not like a button but a switch. Hold it down. The Android logo will pop up, and I will show you this, but not the steps of being able to plug this in. Hold down the button before it powers on. Cannot do that because unfortunately I only have 2 hands. Okay, with the power adapter now plugged in, you're going to plug it into your wall, but you're going to also plug in your mouse to this port here, and then the other port itself on the other end will go into the Gamestick. But wait, do not plug this in to the Gamestick yet. Alrighty, with the Gamestick plugged in, as you can see it's upside down. You're going to plug it in. At the same time, hold this button down, not a button but a switch. push it down, hold it until the screen appears, the Android logo will pop up, and you should get this next menu. Alright people, if you held down the button, you should have seen the Android guy pop up and this menu now pop up. Well, right here you will need a USB keyboard. Important note I forgot to mention, you're gonna see these options. You're gonna use your keyboard to go down, up and down. You're gonna go down to white catch partition, and it's gonna do that. And then you're gonna apply update. You're gonna go to your SD card. This is all done with the keyboard, people. And then you're gonna put in custom firmware, Gamestick custom firmware. It's gonna flash. It's gonna install. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, since now it's complete, you're gonna see this back at the top. You're gonna hit reboot system now. Let's get that going. There's the Gamestick logo. It's gonna stay there for about a minute or two, so just be patient, people. Okay, the Gamestick logo is done, and it is doing the upgrading from the new custom firmware, and we should get a logo pretty soon. Let's see. So as you see, look, it's now an Android device. You got all your buttons down here, everything's there. We're gonna use the keyboard a couple of more times before this, and then after that you go over to your mouse to use the keyboard to hit agree, and then you want to do whatever you prefer, your launcher. I'm going to just use launcher all the time, and there it is, people. Full-fledged interface with everything working, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Let's get all that set up and I will show you. Right here, you're going to have to unplug the keyboard and plug in your mouse. If it does not work, power off the unit, plug in your mouse, and then power the unit back on. Alrighty, see, there is my mouse now plugged in. There's the cursor. You're going to go over to settings and do this. You're going to go in, set up your Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi is on. Real quick note, you may not be able to turn your Bluetooth on. If you cannot do it, power the unit off and turn it back on, and then go into this menu again and try it, and it should turn on. That's what I did to try to fix that. So yes, let's get into the Wi-Fi and get connected, and I will show you all that. Okay, Wi-Fi is now connected. You're gonna hit the right button on the mouse to exit out, and let's add some icons to the home screen. Let's get the Play Store and put it on the home screen. Now let's get into the Play Store. I'll show you that it works. You're gonna need a Google ID, and I will enter mine in and show you all that. Alright, now that I've signed in, you will get a little notification that the store has stopped working. Just discard that and click next. Here's the store, people. Now, why did I do this? You know why. For emulation. So we're gonna download some emulators for Android. Alrighty, there is the NES emulator. Just like any other emulator out there, you just, hey, put the ROMs on a file directory on your micro SD card, and you know, start playing. Alright people, it's time to pair the Gamestick controller to the Gamestick itself. Like I said, if the Bluetooth does not want to turn on, make sure you turn off the device after all the information I just showed you in the previous few minutes. Turn it off, plug it back in, plug in your mouse, and slide over the switch, and it should turn on. So let's get into the pairing. You're going to go up to over here and search for devices. On the back of your Gamestick controller, there's two little buttons on the very bottom right here. It says Bluetooth pairing and reset. Hit the Bluetooth pairing part. Hold it and it should pop up. Let's get into it. Searching. Right there. Gamestick controller. See how fast it found it? Gamestick controller pairing. Come on, people. There it is. It's paired. So now with the controller paired, you can actually control the Gamestick a little bit. You can do certain things with it with the analog sticks. Certain buttons do certain things. The B button takes you back, and then you can control the menu. So now that you have your micro SD card in, you're going to go to the external SD card and click NES. This is the NES emulator, people, that I just opened. And just scroll down. Oops. Let's go back in here and find a game. As you can see, I have a complete NES library in ROM format. Yes, don't kill me. I would show y'all Mario, but due to Nintendo being the way they are with YouTube videos, I am not going to do that. I am going to show y'all, well, let's see. Let's do this one. Castlevania. You're going to press start, but you have to map the keys on your Gamestick controller. Please do that. Go back into the options menu. Alrighty, the controller has now been mapped. Press start. I am pressing the button. Let me show y'all. Turn my TV up. But that's pretty much, people, that's how you flash the Gamestick and you get it to work with your controller. And unfortunately, I'm doing this with one hand, so I'm gonna die. I'm just showing you that it works and the buttons do work. This works for all the emulators, people. Go out and find a Gamestick really cheap if you have one already and it's sitting there collecting dust because you did not like the interface on it. Find the custom firmware, find you some ROMs online, and enjoy, people. It's your boy Damien. Till the next one, I am out. Peace.